sees everything. Male, female, fucking animal, anything you want just to make your career go up. Who would you, if you could hand pick?
I would say Blake Lively or Brad Pitt.
Why not Brad Lively?
Why not Blake Pitt?
Why not Jay Cutler? Oh, wait, no. Ryan Reynolds. I got him mixed up. Jay Cutler's married to one of those chicks.
Oh, my God. I know her.
Kristen Cavallari.
Cavallari, yeah.
You guys are good friends, I could tell. Good old what's her name?
Well, that's
How do you know Kristen Cavallari?
I've known Kristen for a long time.
Because she went to Duke. She played center.
No, we did a...
Hurley to Cavallari. Yes, and it counts.
We did a celebrity charity basketball game, and she was the coach.
Well,
I swear to God, in Phoenix.
What was the charity?
Boys and Girls Club.
Oh, that's awesome. See, that's a real one that I like.
Yeah.
I hate when people like go on Celebrity Poker, and it's like, spay and neuter your pets.
Right.
And you're playing across from somebody for like, it was David Cross and I think like Alyssa Milano were in the finals of this poker charity. Random. I know it was David Cross, but I think I got the girl wrong. And she was playing for dogs and cats, like an animal shelter. And David Cross was literally playing for like babies with AIDS. And in the middle of like the final hand for all the marbles, he goes, boy, these kids with AIDS are going to be real happy if you win and save all those animals.
That's hilarious.
But so Boys and Girls Club, we can all get behind.
Yeah, it was dope, man. I like doing those things because we had to play like on the actual courts. We went to Phoenix and we played on the actual Suns court. So
did you meet the gorilla?
I did. I fucking ate him out.
I love that. That's the best.
Oh, I felt so bad. This one kid came up. They do these halftime shows where those guys flip on the trampolines.
That's how we do it. Flip on
so it was like
trampoline.
these guys doing like these flips off the trampoline and dunks and everything. And this kid comes up to me and he goes, hey man, I'm a huge fan. And I was like, cool dude. And he goes, I'm going to do this next dunk. It's real fresh. And I'm like, okay. He fucking over-rotated and fucking went face first into the backboard and fucking knocked himself out and fell down onto the floor. And everyone said it.
That was fucking fresh, dude.
And
that was the best dunk all day.
And then they finally we woke him up and I walked over. I was like, what's going on, man? He goes, that's for sure the most embarrassing thing that'll ever happen to me for the rest of my life. And I go, I thought it was pretty fucking sweet. I'm just glad you're all right.
And then you teabagged his face.
And then we fucking slow fucking kissed. And now we're getting gay fucking married in Fallujah.
You're like, if you thought that was embarrassing, and then you just then you handed him an article about you in Variety.
You think that was embarrassing, and then I take a picture of me blowing him while he was knocked out. I go, nah, it's going to get more embarrassing. Show him a picture.
The Phoenix Suns gorilla, best mascot ever. Better than that stupid Timberwolf you got running around up there at
Fuck
Target
you,
Center.
man. That's Crunch, our Timberwolf.
Crunch?
I love Crunch. Yeah.
I mean, I like him, but I don't love him.
He's a fucking badass, dude.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just trying to support the Timberwolves because nobody else does.
Kevin Love does with his 20,000 rebounds a game. That's a bad white boy, man.
Kay's my homie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know, you have this weird thing where you meet sports guys and you guys just stay friends for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I have like the most random group of friends.
You're like, yeah, me and Christian Laettner are coming over. And I'm like, wait, what? Christian Laettner's coming over? You're like, yeah, we're out to eat now. We're with some Chinese girl from Cal at the Olive Garden. Dude,
I fucking one time, it was this Christmas, and my buddy calls me up. Or no. I went out drinking with a bunch of my friends, and I forgot it was Jennifer Aniston had at her holiday party. And Jen, I know, because we did just go with it together. So she texts me, she's like, hey, you gonna come to my holiday party? And I'm already fucking hammered. So I was like, fuck. So I was like, yeah, I'll come. So I call my buddy from Minnesota, my buddy Justin. He's just a fucking mongoloid. And I go, hey man, are you sober? And he was like, yeah. And I go, I need you to drive me somewhere. And he goes, what are we doing? And I go, we're going to a holiday party. And I didn't tell him it was Jennifer Aniston's. And we walk in, we're fucking hammered, and we park the car. And he gets out and he goes, by the way, I'm fucking totally shit-faced. And I'm like, fucking asshole. So we're both fucking shit-faced. we walk into a party and we just walk right into like fucking Barbara Streisand. And he goes, where the fuck are we? I'm like, oh, we're at Jennifer Aniston's house. He just has a full-scale panic attack and he goes, I can't go in this. He goes, this is fucking, I can't do this. He's like, why would you?
Barbara Streisand was like,
Oh, welcome to the party.
She was like, eat me out. But the point of that story was just my buddy being subjected to.
I thought the point of the story was you name dropping.
I don't name drop.
No?
I mean, I do, but.
Was Jennifer Aniston nice to you?
Yeah, she's great.
How come she was so mean to me and so nice to everybody else in the world? When did I turn into Marin? What about me? How come nobody's like... When I worked with her on Picture Perfect, she was very mean. We covered it in this podcast a long time ago. But then, since then, she asked a friend of mine to say hi to me for her, and I thought that was nice.
Yeah, she's fucking amazing. She's fucking...
Did you tap that?
No, she's like fucking my friend. She's my friend.
When that kid smashed his face off the backboard, he was your friend.
Yes.
Oh, did I ever tell you my mascot story when I was at like... I think it was at Jacobs Field, the All-Star game, and I'm playing in that celebrity softball game, and some mascot.
The Rock and Jock?
Yeah, but it was on ESPN. It wasn't MTV. It wasn't like Dan
Cock and Block?
It was Cock and Block. Where you go out and everybody's ready to fuck, and then they just run like naked Betty White and like mascots like, whoa! And then you lose your erection and you go, wow, this has been a cock and a block. So yes, you're right. It was Cock and Block, Nick.
Nice.
I'm pitching or something. I'm on the field and a mascot jumps on my back and I'm like, why? That's a little aggressive. It was like Billy the Marlin or some stupid. They look at those dumb names.
Right.
Or the otter, or the fucking seal. Lucille, the seal from the Giants. There were basically all these mascots just start like jumping on me. And the Royals mascot is a lion with a big ferocious like screaming, big ferocious face there, you know. Yeah, giant lion, you know. Oh my God, with a mask, whereas the guy's inside there, you know. Anyway, so the guy jumps on my back. I flipped the lion, because it was like really aggressive. And I flipped the guy over my shoulder and I put him in a headlock. And through like this monster screaming lion face, you just hear, stop it, you're hurting.
Really?
I swear to God.
That's amazing.
It was just some like local dancer.
You're fucking hurting me.
Stop it, you're hurting.
Jesus.
I like the mascot for Providence. That weird bum alive. That weird friar, that bald friar that walks around. Yeah, the Providence friar.
Wasn't that the old Padres one too?
Yeah, until they fucked up all their shit and walked out in camouflage like a-holes every fifth day.
I like that stadium.
It is a nice stadium. The Padres had the tightest unis that's brown and orange and just had the swinging friar on the sleeve. That shit's tight.
That shit is real tight.
Any gigs you got coming up in October?
I'm getting back into stand-up. I had taken some time off, so I'm getting my... What?
To collect your thoughts.
To collect my thoughts. I'm figuring out my schedule, but yeah, I should be doing gigs in the fall. Definitely doing like some colleges, but I want to develop this TV show, and then I'm developing another movie with the director of Grandma's Boy. Yeah.
I would love to be in I'll be the asshole on Bro Sasson. Come on, dude, you gotta drink it, man. Drink. I'll do. You know what? If you put me in Bro Sasson, my character will talk like your impression of me.
That'd be amazing.
Come on, dude, you gotta go. Oh, the thought. That would actually be funny. A guy just walks in and goes,
You never know what he's saying. He's always...
Everyone on screen knows what he's saying. As a viewer, you have no idea, and there's no subtitles. He just walks into a room and goes, hey, Dave!
Like when R2-D2 would speak, or Chewbacca, and Han Solo would be like, yeah, we get it.
Beep. All right, R2, we get it. You're chafing.
Stop yelling.
Dane does the best fucking Chewbacca. He'll whip that shit out.
Oh. Everybody does it. Who was the first guy to do that? Wasn't that Harlan? Back in the day? That's some of the first person I remember.
Probably Michael Winslow. The guy from Police Academy?
Yeah.
If I had to bet, I would say he probably did it first.
The dude from Police Academy who did the sound effects? Bort? And me.
Bubba Smith.
One time me and Fitzsimmons were doing Zanies in Chicago.
The three of you at the same time?
I was featuring and Greg was headlining. There was a local MC. Uh-huh. In the middle of the week, they go, hey, Michael Winslow is scheduled to do a date in the middle of the week. He's headlining one of the nights. And Greg's like, what the fuck? So they're like, well,
by the way,
sorry.
That's exactly what Greg says most of the time.
So Michael Winslow headlined, And then he was just like super weird. And then so me and Greg just decided to just do sound effects. Our whole act in front of him. So we just did, it didn't even make sense. It'd be like, yeah, I went to the store today. Like chainsaws and like cats and shit.
That's one of the best cat sounds I've ever heard in my life. I'm not kidding. Please do more somehow.
But yeah, so we just did that the whole time, and then his manager, I think, hated us. It's fine.
Hold on a second. How would you work the cat sound? I'm sorry. All right, let me get my act together. People are going to go, wow, you guys are fucking high as fuck when you did that podcast. Apparently, if you read the internet after like a show, everyone thinks we're always high. Any show you do where you check like Twitter and people like going, riding your nuts or telling you suck, they're always like, hey, somebody had a few too many that night. You're like, no, I was fucking nervous. Does it ever cross your mind? My hands were shaking because I was nervous, not because I'm a fucking coke addict.
Yeah, well, people also assume that everything I've ever done or written, any movie or anything I've done wasted. And it's like, that's the last fucking thing I want to do, is like pound a couple cocktails and be like, who's got a laptop? Let's make those keys dance and create some cinema. I don't want to fucking write.
How would I say that exact sentence?
What the fuck? What?
Now I'm a Scottish deaf guy?
Yeah. Scottish deaf.
Now, how are you going to work in the cat? Hold on a sec. Almost like you have Tourette's. A little improv, a little sketch comedy. I'm going to be the cop pulling you over. And I want you to just be you. You have Tourette's where the cat noise comes out. But
Okay.
you're aware of it.
Okay.
Okay. Or is it funnier if you're not aware of it? You tell me. You're the guy with a sketch show.
Not aware of it.
Okay. Or you at least had a sketch show 16 times.
Yeah.
And then you were like, this is too hard. I want to get back to my roots.
It wasn't too hard. I just didn't want to do it anymore.
The locations are crazy.
It's wardrobe.
Oh my God. If I get to sit in a VO booth and be a gay robot one more time, I'll kill myself.
Yes.
Hey, can I see your license and registration?
Yeah. Hold on one second.
Excuse me?
What? Yeah. Sorry. I gotta get out of the glove
Keep your hands where I
compartment.
can see him, please.
Yeah. Yeah, just let me, get it. All right. Yeah, here you go. This is so dumb, dude.
Do you know how fast I clocked you? How did you think that's dumb?
Did you get in trouble for that?
What?
What?
Get in trouble for what?
For making cat Tourette syndrome noises at a police officer?
I don't know, but I think cats right now are very offended, especially at Berkeley.
Dude, I'm sweating like a fucking hostage right now. This is fucking brutal.
I like that you, first of all, I respect that you got let in. Teresa's the best door person in Hollywood.
I know.
And I like that you mocked her nationality.
I did not mock her nationality.
You did it in front of her.
Me, when you put him in the baby seat, the baby.
He just held up a sign and said he fucking mocked her.
No, I didn't.
What's the greatest sporting event you've ever been to in your life live, Nicholas Swardson? Ever.
The greatest sporting event I've ever been to?
What's
Jesus.
the greatest sports moment you've ever seen live?
Probably when we were at the Knicks game.
Give it up on that. You and I were at one of the most ridiculous things that has ever happened in the history of basketball.
It's the loudest I've ever heard a basketball arena. I thought my ears were going to start bleeding.
I've never heard an arena that loud without. Did your burp just say AIDS?
No. Remember we were there with Q-Tip was sitting in front of us?
With Nicole Kidman. He was hitting that.
Really?
You don't remember that?
I remember Q-Tip.
I remember you behind Q-Tip going, 5's better than you, man.
Yeah, right.
And Q-Tip's like, what'd you say, dog? And you're like, you just pointed to me like, I'm with stupid. And I was like, that fucking cat noise makes me laugh. But how would the cat noise change if the cat was going to the bathroom and all of a sudden had diarrhea?
That was a cat taking a shit. An angry shit.
But what if he goes to take a regular shit, right?
Yeah.
And then as he starts to shit, he just sprays diarrhea all over the place. And it surprises him, and it burns.
I don't know. I can't even do this anymore. It's ruining my throat.
Nick's like, I'm fucking done with this podcast. This is fucking
Yeah,
dumb.
I'm gonna go. I'm sweating my fucking dick off right
Open
now.
the garage door. It's
No,
hot.
but I want to watch the game. The game's on in a half hour. I got
game?
2 fantasy players. I got Eric Decker and
I have a
Gonzalez going.